Capcom presents.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a couple of interesting pieces of information we got out of Capcom's Q2 fiscal year 2019 financial results concerning the Mega Man franchise. Now, sales-wise, there wasn't anything I saw in there that mentioned anything about sales data for the Mega Man games, but what we do have is information regarding future releases. Let's start with Mega Man X DiVE. Now, recently we did have that interview with Kazuhiro Tsuchiya, the series producer of the Mega Man franchise, and he said himself that it may take a while for the game to officially launch. From the very beginning, they've been saying that Mega Man X DiVE was going to launch in 2019, but after Tsuchiya said that, it did put a question into everyone's minds that maybe this game isn't going to make it this year. Especially after we saw the state of the game in the closed beta test. There's definitely a lot of bugs, and the game just didn't seem optimized for a lot of phones, especially lower end phones. However, despite all that, we do know that the development team has been hard at work on optimizing the game and making things better, even adding more features, which I imagine is the reason why the Facebook page has been a little quiet ever since the closed beta test, aside from a few teases here and there. And then today, with Capcom's Q2 fiscal year 2019 financial results, we got this thing, where they're talking about their strategy for the mobile market in the second half of the year, in which they are aiming to produce a hit domestically and internationally through both co-developed and internally developed titles. What's more, they are planning to launch Mega Man X DiVE for iOS and Android overseas in 2019. Now, the overseas bit is pretty interesting, because as we know, this game is being developed over at Capcom Taiwan, and this game really is meant for the China and Taiwanese community. There will still be global versions coming out, but according to this, the worldwide versions of the game may not come out this year. However, we can still expect the Taiwanese version to come out this year. It's an interesting situation because we're only 2 months away from the end of the year, folks. We haven't even gotten a release date yet, and there's still that open beta test that they teased a while ago that they haven't had yet. It seems like they still got a few things to do before they finally release the game. So if this does come out this year, it might be at the very end of the year, like December. I'll be honest though, after playing the closed beta test, I wouldn't mind if this game was left in the oven for a bit longer to cook. They have a lot of things to fix, not to mention, most importantly, the player versus player and the co-op modes. Those were pretty janky. So I don't know. I guess for now we'll take them at their word that this game is coming out this year, at least in the Chinese territories. But I do think this game could use more time to cook in the oven. I just don't want them to rush it, you know? The worst thing they could do here is rush the game out and it fails because it's so dang buggy. At this point, from what we heard, this game has been in development for 2 years now, so may as well go the final stretch and just make sure the game is well optimized and works for everybody so that everyone can have a good experience. But at the end of the day, it's up to Capcom. Speaking of Mega Man X DiVE though, they have recently opened up a new Facebook page called Rockman X DiVE Derivative Work Group. It seems like the team wants people to share their fan art, fan creations, and all that good stuff. So they created a Facebook group literally to do just that, to share the fan creation. And it seems like the team will also be choosing topics from time to time to inspire fan creations as well. So if you are into all the fan arts and the fan things, that might be something for you to check out. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Now there's one more very interesting thing that came out of the Q2 fiscal year 2019 financial results. You might remember that a couple of months ago, we talked about how Disney bought out 21st Century Fox, and because of that, they went through a restructuring where they canceled a lot of different movies that were in development. At the time, we thought that maybe the live-action Mega Man movie that was being developed by 21st Century Fox was also going to be one of the ones that were canceled. However, according to Capcom's financial results today, apparently the live-action Mega Man movie is still happening. Here's what they had to say. To generate synergy with its popular games via greater global brand awareness and value, the company has been producing world-leading content, with brands such as Street Fighter and Resident Evil being made into Hollywood movies, now followed by Monster Hunter and Mega Man, which are also scheduled for live-action film adaptations. Now, they don't give us any other information other than the fact that the movie exists. We don't know if this is still going to be handled by Disney and 21st Century Fox, or with any of the other people that are on the project, like the producer Masaoka, and the writers Henry Yost and Ariel Schulman. So it could go both ways. Either the film is still with them, or Capcom is currently shopping it around to other studios to see if someone will pick it up. Or maybe they already found another studio behind the scenes to create the film. We'll have to see what happens, but what are your thoughts on the live-action Mega Man movie not being dead? Like I said before, I'd honestly prefer a animated Mega Man movie, but if they stay true to the core of what Mega Man is, hopefully they knock this one out of the park and this becomes another Detective Pikachu, in a sense. That will wrap it up for our news for today though. What do you think? Should Mega Man X DiVE still come out this year? And what would you want to see out of a live-action Mega Man movie? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and for more on all things Mega Man, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX. Until next time, rock on and have yourself a great day.